Hey everybody, Hosh here, and welcome to another Killer Bee Guy adventure. We're filming on the Insta360 Adventure Cam in 360 degrees. If you've never watched a 360 degree video before on your phone, use your fingers to scroll left, right, up, down. You can move the camera around. That's going to give you whatever you want to look at. You're the camera person. On your desktop or laptop, do the same thing with the cursor. And finally, if you've got a VR headset, pop that puppy on, grab some popcorn and Depends, and buckle up. It's Killer Bee time. We've got a particularly nasty hive today, but before I get into that, I want to tell you all, we're filming in 4K and uploading in 4K. So that means if your picture is blurry, besmirched, any kind of, bad picture, check your resolution settings, go to the gearbox in the corner of your screen and put it on the highest possible quality up to 4K that your bandwidth will allow for you. And now we're going to get into it. Now this hive here we're doing, it's in Hereford, Arizona, and these bees killed these people's dog yesterday. A husky stung them to death, and it's bad news, but here's Reed.
Away, I guess, is the biggest question.
All right, there you go, Reed.
Oh, thank you.
Hey,
so
I've
much.
got some good news on this.
Yeah.
So the lenses that were on there,
Yeah.
they were scratched.
Yep.
They popped off.
Oh, good. Oh, I thought they were.
I thought they were too.
Oh,
They're
well, that's
replacements.
awesome. So we'll get
we've got
replacement.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we were afraid that the 360 was fucked, but it was because it had scratches on the lens. We're rough. We don't use tools. We abuse them, which is why we use rigid. That was a nice little plug, wasn't it?
Hell yeah.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Hell yeah, we love our rigid tools.
Well,
Now,
we do actually.
Are you gonna?
Yeah. Let's go do that now. I wanted to wait till
Oh,
you
and
got
we've got to get the FLIR going, or the.
Yep, we gotta. Let's seal these up first.
Okay.
They're already honest and they've already proven their point.
Yep.
These little fuckers. So, and the bees are bad too.
Here, Reed, can I give you this? I'm gonna go put my big blues back on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hosh. All right, Lois. Let's kind of seal these guys up, huh? So, get this where it can be. I'm looking all along here. What I'm afraid of is two hives. Because more than one entrance would mean more than honey. The alarm pheromone is the same. The car alarm, the Uga horn, is the same. And so they would come pouring out. And so we're about 3.5, 4 feet back here, trying to see where the main. Oh, it's right here. It's pretty obvious. You want to see, Lois? So the main entrance, you guys, is right there. So now, hand this back to Lois, and then I'm going to. Oh, I didn't get Hosh to say good morning. Say good morning, Hosh.
Oh, good morning, Ho.
Oh, okay, thank you. There we go. Now I'm completely baffled by the world. Of course, that's been going on for decades.
The bafflement.
The bafflement. The baffling.
Mm-hmm. Better than the bafflement.
If I'm gonna have a fling, it's a baffling.
Mm-hmm.
Now I am. You know, whenever I see a rodent hole like the one off to the right there,
Yeah.
I'm gonna seal it up because there ain't no rat they're gonna live under here, and who cares anyway. But we just can't have them pouring out any more than they already have. They've already caused enough trouble. I'm so sorry, Vince, and I'm so sorry. Diana Lynn. I think Diana Lynn.
Very sad.
I'm so sorry. Oh, it just pisses me off. These damn bees are just evil. All right, we're hoping that closed the door, and I think it did. So we're going to see a big ball of them here in a little while, and look at them all up and down.
They're nuts.
The line.
Yeah.
They're looking for another way in and out, and they ain't going to find it.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, we'll come back and make sure.
This is really the pissiest front door I've ever seen.
It's pretty
As
pissy.
front doors go, it's pissy.
Yeah, it's pissy.
Now
well, I mean, not only are we saturated with attack pheromone,
Yeah.
but the air is.
Sure, of course.
And there's been no breeze.
Of course. Now, you know, we never know how the behavior is going to be when we show up after they've killed someone or something.
Right.
A lot of times we show up and they're just like,
oh yeah, they don't care. They don't even care that we're here. Yeah.
little prayer hands, and then we go in and they act like a class 1.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
But not today.
Look at them. They're already gathering.
Yeah, there they are. Good.
That was their front door. Look at that, guys. See? They're already gathering.
These guys are locked out, or these gals.
That's really good. I feel more confident.
Yep.
Let's go in and start moving shit around, Ocean. By that I mean, would you please come in and start moving?
I'll need a hand with some of it. Yeah.
What? You said you needed a hand.
Yes, give me a hand.
All right.
Well, like
we
this
have the
one
lumber.
here.
Huh?
Then this one.
Okay. There we go. To save the
Just
day.
Just let me know if you guys need some muscle, okay?
No, just hold the camera.
Honestly,
Just film. Just film us.
she lost is stronger than 8
Actually,
of me.
she's
I'm not ashamed to say it.
she's pretty fit.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's why we bring her, actually.
She's fit to be tied.
Oh!
Oh, wait.
I'm not going to add anything to that. I'm not adding
I didn't mean that.
fit to be
That's not what I meant.
fit to be tied up. What are you guys talking about?
I don't know. You
I
know,
don't
it was
know
a
either.
crazy weekend.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wasn't even there, Ian.
now, Lois, please tell Killer Bee Nation what was all going on this weekend in Bisbee. Bisbee's always full of shenanigans, but it was
Lots. There was
Alice and
Alice in Bisbeeland, which turned to Alice in Easterland yesterday as
Alice
well.
and Bisbeeland, Easterland,
Yeah, and then there was the Mile High Festival
Mile at the Jonquil,
at the Jungle with also Burnerella.
Burnerella Music Festival,
Music, creativity, art, turtle
flamethrower,
camps,
fire
Flintstone mobiles.
dancing,
It's just, you know, free
Shenanigans.
expression and
shenanigans.
Look at this.
Look at what? Yeah, I did say that. Yep, expanding. Yep.
That tells me it's been an issue in the past.
Yes, yes, it definitely does. Well, and I think I know right where they are. We'll get the thermal out anyway and see what it looks like, because that way it'll give us parameters with the thermal.
Right.
So what else? So we had the Burnerella, the Mile High Music,
Yeah, Alice in Bisbeeland.
Alice in
And then
Easterland.
Easterland, and then, I mean, music galore. Like,
Oh, everywhere, all the time.
literally everywhere,
Yeah.
though, even more so.
Yeah, you know how?
I mean, there was a church service with 20-foot neon Jesus yesterday morning. At
Oh
the
yeah,
Barrio.
20-foot neon G's. I know them. Yeah, yeah, sure.
That was great.
Yep, officiating.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, they're at Bisbee. You know, the world's largest ever open air asylum. How's it going, Osh?
Oh, good. Moving through it.
Oh, good. Oh, good. And of course, the bees always have to build right under the lumber.
Yeah. That's the big thing about killer bees is not only will they kill people, pets, livestock, but they're thoughtless about where they build. They don't consider us at all. They're very inconsiderate.
They don't care about my pupils.
Yeah.
You already knew that. They're inconsiderate. I don't know. Well, Hope should make a quick work of this, that's for sure. Boy, oh boy, we have got a war on our hands, Killer Bee Nation. Jeez. I am actually going to get some supplies. You want to come with me, Lois?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get,
Maybe grab the thermal.
I mean, we only bring Hosh to move wood anyway. That's
yeah,
the only
well, and for
reason he's
bait.
here.
And for bait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Verbatim.
Verbatim. So we got to get tubs. We got to get shed lights. Is there electricity in there, Hope?
Good question. Hold on. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's not obvious. All right, guys. So yeah, like I said, these bees, they lit up and they killed these people's husky. Momo was his name. And yeah, not good. Not good. Now, you know, we see this. We see it once a year, you know. I've seen several dogs killed. And very sad. Very, very sad. But it could be a child. It could be an adult. It could be a goat. This guy in Douglas we were talking to yesterday, he watched one hive kill to death 4 steers. I don't know how much they weighed, but they were big bulls. They dropped all 4 of them. Amazing. So, these things are nothing to mess around with and certainly nothing to relocate. This is where the bees are, right here, right around here. We've got to get the thermal on it, and that'll tell us what's going on, how far back they go, where to cut. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, these are killer bees. Killer bees were created in a Brazilian laboratory in 1957, when they crossbred African queen bees with European drones. The result was a better bee, impervious to cold, impervious to heat, disease resistant. They make twice as much honey, but they're hyper aggressive. They kill people, they kill pets, they kill livestock, and they're bad for the environment. People say, oh, they pollinate. Not like our native bees do. They compete with the native bees and the native pollinators for resources. They inbreed the native plants. And yeah, they're bad for the environment, they're risky, like I said, they kill people, so there's nothing good about these things. Well, I shouldn't say that. They do make twice as much honey. They're very, very prolific, but see, what you have to understand is honey gets made out of something. It gets made out of nectar. And so, nectar in the hive, twice as much, is nectar that's not in the field. That's food for the natives. The native bees and the native pollinators that they're not getting. They're hoarders. They pack everything into these hives and then live off of them. And like I said, they don't pollinate the native plants. But they do pollinate invasive plant species. So they pollinate invasive plant species, meaning they spread invasive plant species.
I got everything. Everything but tubs. Whoa, look at Hosh.
We're getting there.
Hosh is moving it. Yeah. Wow.
That's why he's here, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the
come
meat.
on.
I'm the meat.
The meat of me.
Lie to him, for God's sake, would you? Tell him that it's much more important. Actually, this is, I couldn't do all that. No, I'm way too mature, as in old. Calm down, everybody, you guys.
Calm down. I like how you just suppose.
Yeah, I'm just assuming, of course. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm assuming everybody needs to calm down.
Well, when you're talking about TikTok, that's probably a.
Well, I'm definitely talking about TikTok.
Well, TikTok should always calm down.
TikTok. I don't know what kind of prescriptions those TikTokers are taking, but. Man, you guys got to move out of your mother's basement at some fucking point.
We do have a lot of good fans on TikTok.
Oh, of course we do. Like 350,000 of them.
We jokingly call it troll talk.
Ooh, I think they're under 2 of them. Oh my God, come here, Lois. Oh boy, we got a huge situation. It's a huge situation. It's a stinging. All right, everybody, I want you to take a look at this thermal imaging. This is what an old cowboy looks like when he's really hot.
Great,
Okay,
great.
We're gonna see that.
Great.
You want the dimensional show everyone, Hush?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Let me see. Behold the flame.
Behold.
Yes.
Behold.
Yes.
All right. Not behold. Behold.
behold.
Put the D on it, kids.
Yes.
All right, I want to show everybody this. All right. So, this is a 360 camera. for all of you out in Netherland. So you can see that wall, you can see the 2x4 studs. And then we go down to the floor. Oh yeah, you see that glow? See that, Lois?
Yeah, sure do.
That goes back right to his foot, and then it goes all the way back here.
Are you serious?
Goes all the way back to here. It goes, yep, this is huge. Do you see that, Lois?
Yeah.
So that glow, that orange glow, Killer Bee Nation, that goes up onto that floor, that's hives. That's hives, that's killer bees.
I want to see.
Here, you take that, because I'm going to mark, all right? I'm going to have you say a little more to the left, a little more to the right.
Lordy. Hey, that's a lot of...
Now, tell me,
Hive.
Hosh, does this line up with the demarcation down
That's
here?
between them.
Oh, fuck.
So one more over. So it's between those two studs.
So, are my feet near it?
Your foot is on it.
Okay. And the edge
halfway
of
on. So here, this,
I can't
Yeah.
bring the
From
camera
here
up
to
to
here.
the screen.
Okay.
and then it does look like
There's a demarcation there.
there's a stud in the middle to our joist.
Right.
Are you
Joist.
able to? People want to see it, but I can't go over your shoulder. Can you
Oh,
hold
yeah.
both of them? Because
Yeah, sure.
otherwise you'd lose the heat. There you
Sure.
go. Thank you.
Yep. So YouTube, take a look there. Yeah, we'll get TikTok. Oh, look, they're on it. Yeah. So you guys see all that? There they are.
I'm thinking,
Thank you.
I need to take one little look at that
Yeah.
thermal. Could you point it up at the wall a little
Sure.
bit more? Right there, that's good.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. So there is a floor joist right there.
Yep.
All right, Killer Bee Nation, I'm going to drill one hole and see if we're close.
Okay. You're in the very corner.
That's where I want to be so we can take the sawzall
Yep.
and cut up square out like we always do.
Yes, European bees came over to North America in the 1600s when the colonies built back home, and so there's no honey bees here.
I think I hit a stud or
Sent some
something.
honeybees over. That's how they first came over.
There you go. Now their hive.
Oh, they're
itself,
coming. We found it.
The mass of them is back a few
Look at
inches.
this. Look at them, guys. We found it. Okay.
Are you gonna dig
We're gonna
the other
get
hole?
we're gonna get tubs and everything we need in here to do this without hopefully going out again. We need a garbage bag, tubs, putty knife.
Do you want to do your 4 holes now?
I'd rather wait till we get everything in here and we close
Okay.
the doors.
All right. I'm gonna.
Because we got the lights here from Rigid,
Okay. Gotcha.
and I think we can turn that off for now.
Okay. We're gonna leave it in here.
Yeah,
Is
we'll
this
leave
going to
it.
be a level 5 or we're about to see?
Well, we're inside, and so the behavior usually we're gonna close the doors, lock ourselves in here with them,
Right.
and when we
Right.
do that, typically the behavior's a little different. Now, if we were doing these bees outside,
Oh, my
hell
God.
yeah, it's the
It would be like yesterday. And we weren't here yesterday, but these poor folks lost a dog yesterday. So I am so sorry, you guys. I know you're watching, and my heart was up. I hate these damn bees.
Diana Lynn, you had me crying. So
Oh yeah, yep. No, it's
you're the
absolutely
son of a
horrific.
huge animal.
So you see how these guys are pouring right here now? They have those 2 small holes. Yeah, they want to kill us.
Hey, do you have a putty knife?
No, I do not.
Okay.
There, I think there's one in there.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to go ahead and close the door. Then all hell's going to break loose, Killer Bee Nation. This is really something. I mean, this is a bit much.
Yeah, guys, Reed, you maybe want to explain why we need to close the door?
Oh, yes. Okay. Good question, actually. These bees navigate by light. So with the door open, they're going to pour out that door looking for a fight. If it's dark and that door is closed, then they're not going to be able to go out there. And the whole point of it is to not go and torture the neighborhood or even kill a deer that's standing out there, or javelina, or any other damn thing, right? It's all about pheromones. I've seen the air so saturated with attack pheromone that they're stinging birds flying overhead. Telephone poles and tires on trucks. It's mayhem. Do we have a garbage bag?
Yeah, I'll get one. I'm also gonna get that other lamp.
Oh, good idea. And a bat for it. So they're already going out there, of course. We're going to get our stuff in here. This is nothing. Okay, there's at least 100,000 bees under here. It's springtime in the Rockies, and even though it's been extremely dry and like weird, like this morning it was 38 degrees up at the ranch. Really cold for this time of year. There are plenty of opportunities for these guys to forage and gather nectar at people's places around here. Everybody has a winter garden. Everybody has gardens, and there's plenty of that. The mesquites are not out yet, so the wildflowers aren't out yet. There's plenty of water. So killer bees don't have any problem with surviving in harsher conditions than native bees. Native bees are tuned to only one specific type of plant for the most part. Like there's a bumblebee that pollinates a squash, and that's where they get their food source. It's called buzz pollination. Look it up, buzz pollination. So now we're getting into war, and I'm going to get the bee brain on, guys. So hold on, let me. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah, we got this one. You got the other one?
Yeah, I got it right here. All right. Well, let's not have any fun at all.
Okay.
I am because
Where's our 360 here? Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure that there's a joist right here. Okay.
Yeah.
One here and one here. So I'm going to cut up a small section here, maybe come back to here or something.
Yeah.
That's not exactly small, but I'm going to do it anyway. And yeah, we're going to take up some floor, guys. Here we go. Here's let the games begin. Ah! Boy, these rigid tools are tough as nails, man. Well, I hit a studly there, and I'm not talking about myself. What in the hell is he talking about? Yeah, definitely hit a stud. All right, let's go over here a little bit.
What was his name? Just
Studley?
curious.
Whose?
He said he hit a stud.
Oh.
I hit a stud. Yeah, it was in the mirror.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
What?
His name was Reed Booth?
Yeah, well, that's why I can't carry stud finders in my pocket. There's always going off. Damn it. All right, gotta find out where there's not a stud. What the hell's going on here? There, I hit it. That's what I was looking for, Killer Bee Nation.
Are you cutting out a square?
No, I'm trying to find out. Yes, I'm going to, but I got to find out where the. Here, hand me that. I got to drill another hole right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's double studs under here. We never know about construction on these things until we get into it. Yeah. Yep, there we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Well, now.
You want me to put one in back here?
Let me get back to where I am, and then I'll have you do one. You want to go ahead and put one right there? You might want to go that way a little bit. I think you're gonna hit the stud. There we go. Other way. Well, that was a hollow spot. All right, now it'll be easy. We can take this square out. Do we have a priority? Yeah, we do. All right. Heavy. I can tell it's heavy.
Look at that.
Yep.
Oh, it's double. Double floor.
Of course it is.
Yep.
That's why I was having trouble. It should be cut all the way through, so we pull that one up too.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. Well, here they come. Look at this, Lois.
Yeah.
man, you could drive
see 'em?
you could drive a truck on this floor. All right, you think you can pull that up, or should I
Yeah. Hold on.
get everybody down with us in the action? Jackson. Here it is, and oh boy. Yep, old comb, honey, mean ass bees.
They are mean.
Woo! They're spicy.
Yeah. Wow.
Did you get stung already?
No, but I'm closing the store.
Oh, thank you. Make sure we can get out,
Yeah.
because there ain't nobody coming to rescue us. No one in their right mind, anyway. Yep. So there's a 2x right there. I avoided that one, and I can feel under one way here, Killer Bee Nation. I want to get everybody down here.
Trying to figure out a way to make this work swing it open.
Hold on a second. So we know it goes there and it goes back this way.
Over there and this way.
Yep. So I'm gonna, but there is, I've avoided the
Let's
two
see
by
what
there.
we're
Oh
looking
yeah,
at
this
here.
goes back. So I
That's a
saw.
lot of nectar.
Hold on, I got a couple more for you here.
Yeah.
You put on there. You want to bring a?
Yeah, I got a bin here.
Okay. So we're gonna start cleaning it up now. Killer Bee Nation. This is. I want to show everybody this because we're locked in here with them. So I'm not really that concerned about the outside because their front door is closed. Killer Bee Nation, but I want to show everybody what's going on with this. Now look at them. They look like honeybees. Yeah, that's part of the problem. The difference is genetic. All right. These are Africanized honeybees. The difference is genetic. You cannot tell by looking at them, and you cannot tell by their temperament at this exact moment. These are definitely Africanized because they all are. That's not according to us. That's according to the labs in Tucson. All right. That is, we're not scientists. We're on the ground. We're warriors. We're on the ground. We're Vikings. I don't know what else can I use. Some other cool shit. Anyway, we're cool shit. So all of these, all this comb, and this is older. You can see how dark this is. Each one of these cells is like a canning jar for bees, and they will reuse it over and over and over again. See how light this is? This is newer. There's honey right there. See that? And so they will fill it up with nectar, turn the nectar into honey, put a cap on it, and then eat it in the winter or during hard times. And as they use it, it gets stained dark, just like anything else gets stained. So that's what's going on with that particular piece. Now we're going to cut more back, and we're just going to do some exploratory holes because I did see a glow on this side. We got to see what that's about also. So, a really well-built shed, by the way, Vince. A little too well for my particular purposes. this thing, but good job, Senor. All right, here's a little bit more hose. And I really am curious about if I can reach under here. Oh yeah, yep, there's comb under here too.
Yeah, on the other side.
Yep.
It's not often that we see them span joists like that.
No, they don't. They usually stick between two floor joists and not go side to side, but this is an older, bigger hive. Now, the next thing, host, because when I put that thermal on it, it went back to here.
It did.
So we're just going to do a little more.
Hold on, do we have it all here?
Yes.
Everything there is to...
Yep. So you can feel there's a joist there
one
and one right there. So he's got these on 12-inch centers, which is really awesome. Like I said, Vince, really good build. Not for my particular. Remember, no matter how they're behaving right now, these damn things killed a dog, nearly killed 3 other dogs, and stung up his wife. So, no more of this Winnie the Pooh glasses bullshit. Have you got that drill? On a hole right there?
Reed, Vince said sorry he put in such a great floor.
No, you're not. No, it's awesome, actually. I do love good construction, unless I'm doing this. Hold on. It's going to be easier if I go ahead and... Yeah, that should come up. Heavy. Look at that. Look how black. Look at how we got... Okay, this is very interesting, guys. This is really old. This is brood comb. In fact, you can see the babies here. Look at this. Look at this. You see all the larvae, the white larvae?
It's all brood.
That's all brood. It's springtime in the Rockies. So the brood comb is where they raise the babies, and that's useless to us, but Hosh's chickens are going to be eating well, right, Hosh?
Oh, hell yeah, they love it.
And it's going back further, guys. I see more
Yeah,
going
it
back,
does.
so we're going to be cutting more.
That's all brood. Let me grab the trash bag.
And Reed, we've got someone asking, why don't we just pump a bunch of insecticides down this hole right now? Why are we doing all this work?
Because we want the honey.
And why do we want the honey? Where does this honey go, Reed?
Because it's good for your stinger.
That's it.
That's the only
That's
reason.
it.
Isn't that
It's
what?
basically sweet Viagra.
Yeah,
I-
we're just trying to make people's stingers better.
We want rock hard America.
Exactly.
Rock hard Arizona.
I can't have an angina attack. I'm a man.
Well, so
Kinda funny,
here's the
actually.
thing: we want the honey, but in addition to that,
We
first
have-
of all,
we have to
don't
remove
want
the
to be
comb.
swimming in pesticides. The three of us.
Well, that's true.
So we're moderate with that.
But
Additionally,
also-
we've got to get the honeycomb out of here, whether we're going to flip it or not.
Right, solid.
And why do we want the honeycomb out of here?
It's good for your stick. What? This is good. That's pollen.
One track heart. There.
That's pollen.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, that
oh,
was
I thought I
for-
saw
Yeah, because
brood.
we want to get the whole,
It's
we
fun.
want to get as much of the scent out as we can too.
That's right.
That's
So they
exactly
don't
what
The
it
come
was.
pheromones will seep into this wood and off gas for 35 years.
More brood. Yep. So we removed, then we guarantee our work for 2 years. Okay, so this one has a stud like that, stud right here.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one under here too.
Good. What? No shortage of studs in this shed.
I tell you right now. Thank God we have a moderator. So this is huge hive. They are. I mean, this is huge. This goes. I don't even know. Look at this host. It's
Yeah.
just look at all the larvae.
A lot of
Okay, these guys. This just shows. 2,000 bees are born every damn day in a hive, in a normal Africanized hive these days. 2,000. All right? That's right. 2,000. So that means, you know what? There's just as much comb on the other side.
Yeah,
here,
I
too.
know. I know.
I
And
do
it's still
kind of want
going
to go
this
back
way.
further.
Look at
here.
all this.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
still
want
going.
to, and we're not into any of the new white comb.
This is all brood here. Look at this.
All
It's
babies.
nothing but brood.
2,000 every day.
Thousands and thousands of babies.
So that means 10,000 every 10, or I mean 10,000 every 5 days. 7 to 10,000 bees is the size of a swarm. That's just nature's way of propagating the area with bees. Okay, I'm gonna cut some more back here.
But, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut some more. Let me do this too. So, these bees will swarm, send out a new swarm in the spring especially, but I've seen them do it for months when I used to have hives, before they all became Africanized, and before I realized that honeybees are invasive to the Western Hemisphere. I mean, if you find out a fact that goes against your beliefs, change your damn beliefs. I don't believe a damn thing. I like facts. So, oh yeah, they will swarm 30 times a year. Hold on, I gotta do this again. Okay, one. I got to do it again. Ah! Oh, there we go. Unbelievable! Old hive, guys, and all brood. Oh my God.
Wow, look. They're past this one, too.
Yep. So we gotta keep going back. This is huge, guys.
Oh, we're getting some Ed Bon Jovi love here.
Oh, Ed Bon Jovi.
Oh, Ed.
I love Ed Bon Jovi.
Hey, Ed. How the
Who
hell are
doesn't
you?
love Ed Bon Jovi?
So,
Ed is, I think he's pretty much from my hometown. Or
Right, right.
he lives there, so, yep.
well, we're going further back. I mean, this is just a monster.
Yeah, it really
Now,
is.
no honey. You see, it's all brood comb. This is where they have the babies.
Yeah.
Why the hell is that? It's because it's springtime in the Rockies. And although these bees will now lay eggs all year round, the queen used to stop in the fall, and they'd kick all the boys out on the porch to die, and they'd reduce their numbers in the hive so there were less mouths to feed. But not anymore. They're going year round.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we saw how much brood comb this winter. We were just talking about it this
All of
morning.
it, yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
Craziness, you know. I'm gonna cut another few feet.
Okay.
Also, well, I'll tell you guys, I'll expound my infinite fucking wisdom here in a minute. All right.
this a little closer.
Wow, huge hive. So, where do they store the honey, everyone, is their pantry? And they've been eating on it all winter. So the canning jars are empty, and that's literally what's going on. Here we go again. Oh my lord. That's unbelievable. What? Do you see how white this is? That's the natural end.
Yeah, it is.
Now see that? I want to show everybody. See that curve? See that beautiful natural curve? That's a natural end. See that? That's a cut end. So that's where the end of the hive is. We found it. About time, huh?
Mm-hmm. Lots of bees under there.
Okay, I do want to show somebody something. And I guarantee you this is where the queen is, because when you're gonna be shocked about what I'm about to do, because I'm super mean. All right, when they, oh my god, oh my god. No.
The stylus.
You got it?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Nice.
Ow, ow. I had to do that and get done. You
Did
little
you get
fucker.
stung? One got in. Or 5.
No one. Oh, you little bastards.
Yeah.
So they can sting through the suits, obviously. One just did. God damn it. So there's going to be a little bit of scraping with the putty knife to reach under here, boys. Just so we can doctor it with the automotive undercoating.
Yeah.
See, there's a billion bees under there. God damn it.
Is it bad? They got you good.
I don't care anymore.
Reed.
No, I don't.
Oh, Reed, back up.
No.
Come on. You're the killer bee guy.
Some would say I buck up enough.
You're the killer bee guy.
Oh, you said buck up. All right. No, on to round 2.
Buck up, little buckaroo.
Buck up, little buckaroo.
All right.
All right. Well, give me the drill. You know the drill.
Vince, don't be scared. This is all part of the job.
Oh, yeah, Vince.
We
We know what we're
appreciate
doing.
it. We appreciate you being
Yeah.
concerned.
All right, and I want to be clear with everyone. This is not a drill. Boy, that took a minute.
It's a good point. It's a good point you raised
Thank
there.
you, thank you.
Here, let me
Thank
grab
you.
that light, and we're going to put that light right here.
What am I doing? Wondering about my career choices. All right.
Well, you're not the only one.
Said Lois with the camera. You're not the. That was fucking hilarious, Lois.
How long does the venom take to kick in? So the venom will kick in, and if you don't get the stinger out, it'll continue to pump venom in you for about 5 minutes.
Yep. Yep. And you know, people ask me what happens to me when I get stung personally. It improves my vocabulary. One of Vince's wonderful 2-bites. I love it, Flint. I love it. Calm down.
Deborah told Vince this is normal for you guys because you're crazy.
Who said that?
Deborah, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Who did?
Deborah?
Deborah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yes.
Do the last name. Castro,
This is like
maybe?
every day.
Sorry, I don't have my glasses on through the
Yeah.
bee suit.
She
No,
can't,
this is every day.
She
Every
can't-
other day.
She
Depends.
can't see clearly now. Her glasses are gone.
Right.
All right, round 25. Ah, motherfucker. Oh my god. I tell ya.
Yeah, this one is huge, people. People are saying this is the biggest one.
Thank
we've
you,
seen
but what
on
do you
here.
think about the hive?
Yeah,
Lois knew that was coming. She puts up with my
this
shit.
is a big one.
Whee!
So much fun.
Ooh, I'm right on it. Woo, guys, here we go. Woofda. You ready, Hosh?
Yeah,
Get a little pry bar?
sure. Somewhere
In there.
here. Hold on.
Somewhere over the pry bar. Killer bees fly.
Here, let's reorganize a bit here.
Yeah, I can move this.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's good there. That's great.
All right, here we go.
Hold on.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay, nothing right there. Oh, yep, see?
Honey.
Feeling it.
Honey.
Look at that, that's honey.
Yeah.
All right, I want to show everybody this. Where are you? So that is honey. Now it is capped, all right? And it is from last year because it's crystallized. So like I was telling you, and it's mesquite. You see how light that honey is, everyone? That's
PHL,
pure.
baby.
Huh?
PHL, baby.
PHL.
PHL, plain honey light. You know, we call all of our honey at the stores and on our website, killerbeeguy.com. We call it a high desert wildflower mix because it's a safe statement. I got no idea what the hell you guys are monkeying with. What do you got, Bush?
Oh, just.
Shenanigans?
Oh, I'm just pulling some out.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Got me. I am going to see if I can figure out if there's anything.
So as you're doing that read, people are just kind of asking if you get more stung, if you become immune to it, or that.
Oh, that's a really good question, actually. As opposed to old roofing. No, I'm kidding.
Nah.
Okay, it goes all the way back here.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
a big infestation.
This is, you know, a
Did
couple
you find the
100,000
queen?
bees.
Did you find the queen?
Yeah, but she was in Bisbee this weekend wearing spandex and chaps.
Yeah.
Assless.
Hey, I'm on camera right now. Please stop talking.
You want me
about
to show off my assless? What are you talking about on camera, Lois? Anyway. Yes, we're like this all the time. Tough shit. I gotta cut this whole thing out.
Right.
Just the way it is. I'm gonna try to, I don't know what the hell's under
Here,
here.
I have a feeling we're gonna get a little more honey on that side. So there's a broom here, and I want to sweep some of this
Well,
sawdust.
aren't you just a smarty pants?
Oh, I don't know about that, but I'm gonna sweep some of the sawdust off.
I am actually gonna go out and hydrate.
Oh, okay. Maybe we all should.
I think that's the best idea you've had in the last 2 seconds.
Okay. Well, you heard him, Killer Bee Nation. I have a good idea.
Holy shit!
Yeah, your remnants, huh? I'll bet. Come on, guys.
You're taking a break here.
We're gonna go look at remnants.
Okay. Can you answer the question about if you become immune if you get stung?
Yeah.
Okay. We haven't forgotten.
The truth is, sometimes and sometimes not. Wow, look at all these.
It probably depends on the person, right? Just as
It depends on a number of factors: the person, their constitution, their condition, many things.
because one sting,
Wow, Reed.
one sting could kill you, or 1,000 could kill you, depending on your.
Do you need water?
I am good right now.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to show everybody the breath test. Okay, so these are the ultimate breathalyzer because they will tell you if you're alive or not. And if you are dead, they'll still keep stinging you. So what I'm going to do, guys, I hate CO2 coming out of your nose and mouth. They attack your nose and mouth. So check this out, guys. I'm going to blow on them. Watch what happens. See them all attacking? With renewed vigor. Now, I'm not worried about it in this situation because the dogs are in, there's no neighbors, and we can show you guys exactly what I mean about this. So they're look at them attacking the 360. It's
This
gonna,
is the perfect example of why we like to do it from the inside.
exactly, yep. And, okay, a couple other things, guys. We don't use smoke. If it worked, we would use it. I haven't used smoke for 15 years because these bee chicks don't give a shit. All right, they don't care about smoke. We don't use a pressure washer because it would soak all the honeycomb, and we got way too many complaints about the mess. I did it for 10, 15 years and had people just yelling at me and screaming at me for the drywall falling out of their ceiling when they had bees in their ceiling, and even the fire department hates to do it anymore. So none of that shit at night. Well, it's a good idea, but we're way too busy. That's all. That's what sums that up. And also, you can use a red light, but it's too much fucking around. I mean, I've been doing it for over 30 years. I'm just answering some comments ahead of when the people are going to say, So that was, I'm saving
And that'll make a nice short, too.
It'll make a nice short. Thank you. You said I have nice shorts? I can't have a buzzing in my
shorts,
ear.
Reed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I love making shorts for you.
Thank you. I want the Star Spangled Banner one. All right, let's go back inside, guys.
But the problem with the stings is it could take one or it could take 1,000.
Oh, back.
How many bees are in a hive? And like before Momo too, it could have been one thing, it could have been several.
With for what?
Momo, for Momo.
Oh, no.
God.
Yeah. So just kind of to explain to people because this is, you know, on the job now where something has been killed.
The scientific blowdown on it is 15 stings per pound of body weight, to which I say, hell no. I just got stung once through the suit with a minute amount of venom, and I'm holding back tears, actually. So, I mean, core Momo, God only knows, a dozen, 100, who knows. Depends on your weight. If you're allergic, one sting will kill you. Now, people have gone around and around about this with, do you develop an immunity? Do you develop a tolerance? I'm sure some people do. The analogy that I use is, some people are born, say, weirdly enough, allergic to carrots, of all damn things. I know it sounds weird, but some people are born definitely allergic to carrots. How they figured that out, I don't know. All right. Then all of a sudden, they'll turn 28 or 32, and they accidentally eat one, and they're fine. And they're not allergic anymore. Okay, great. Most people are born not allergic to carrots, and then they turn 43 or 22 and are in the ER for eating a damn carrot and having an anaphylactic reaction. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's your immunity. It's your body. And so even allergists now that will do the allergy test on you will say, they do the scratch test on you, they'll say, at this point in time, you're not allergic to this, or you are. Doesn't mean when you walk out of here, you're not. Get it? So there's too many variables. See what I did there, Vince? I avoided drilling holes. I saw you constructing. Yeah, you are a constructing son of a gun, my friend. Okay, doctor, give me a hole. Okay, proctologist. Other way. All right, you ready? We never have any fun. I don't know if I cut that enough.
That's good.
Oh my God! This is insane.
And a little more honey now.
And a little more honey now.
Although some of it's hollow. Yeah.
Well, they're empty canning jars.
Right.
What it boils down to. So in the fall, everyone, there would be in any fall or early winter, there would be 500 pounds of comb in this, 500 pounds of honey. As it is, we might get 10.
Yeah, a lot of hollow. It'll all go to Viking.
Yeah, a little bit of Viking honey. So it's just the time of year. Their panties are empty. What is he talking about? Anyway, yes, these guys have to put up with me every day. It's a tough shit. Did that answer the allergy thing pretty well?
Yeah.
I think I've hit my limit.
Somebody asked about if honey's good for allergies, your local honey, bee pollen.
You know,
what
the
do you
local
say
honey
about all
thing.
that?
Okay, I think that is a cheap marketing tool by beekeepers. Because we have fans all over the country and honestly all over the world that eat our honey for their allergies. Yeah, in their location. So I think it's just like anything else. It boils down to your immune system. All right? I gotta get some fresh air.
Yeah.
It just boils down to your own personal immune system. Keeping your immune system strong is, of course, the best way to fight practically anything, except killer bees. And it'll fight, yeah, literally anything. And of course, eating honey is about the best way you can keep your immune system up. Now, that's just the way it is. Honey and pollen are complete foods. They have all the vitamins, minerals, amino acids, everything that you need to survive. Oh, and they taste good, like awesome. So go to killerbeeguy.com and get your honey now. That was a word from our sponsor.
You know what I think is another good thing to talk about is, you know, so these hives have been under here for a while, you know, so
Yep.
people are saying, how do you not know that they're not under there?
Oh, it happens all the time.
Yeah,
It happens
I mean,
all the time. Where they're coming and going out of their hole, you can walk right by it, you can weed whack by it, you can have parties by it until they go off, and not even know they're there, because you don't see this many of them. This is the city, all right, where they're coming and going out there where we sealed up. That's the airport. That's the loading dock. It happens. We see it all the time. In fact, I'd say 75% of people of hives that we remove, the people are like, I had no idea that they were under that shed. I had no idea that they were on the back of that house up in that eaves. They're sneaky little bastards that way. And it does. If you had a glass floor in here and you walked in and you saw this, you'd probably shit your pants, right? To which most would say, depends. God, I'm something, I tell you. How do I do it? Anyway, no, most of the time people do not notice them. I've had people walk right up to their damn composter, you know, those cylinder things, or their barbecue grill, thinking they're going to grill, without even thinking about it, and open it up, not seeing the bees coming and going from there. Open it up and there's a whole hive in there, and get chased back in the house. So it's just be aware of your surroundings, and if you do have bees in Cochise County, or say Elgin or Sonoyta or Patagonia, give us a call. Do not relocate them. Do not save them. These are evil little bastards. I think that I am going to do a little.
You're going to cut
I'm
further?
going to do a little reach around.
Yeah.
I'm under the 2x4. You guys are
skeletons.
so sick.
you know, and Reed, would it also be fair to say that really if you haven't had firsthand experience with these, you really don't understand
At all.
what actually is going on.
In fact, everyone that has not had a bad experience with these damn things and is not a scientist has Winnie the Pooh glasses on.
Yeah.
And, we saved the bees. Well, I couldn't agree more. Which ones? Are we going to save invasive species? No.
We're not going to save killer bees. That's stupid.
No, it's stupid. It's just
stupid
plain
idea.
fucking stupid. They're evil, they're deadly. I mean, this whole, everything we do every day points to it, and we don't give a shit. And also, anybody that fucks with me in comments, I will block you. I just don't give a shit. You know, we're not doing this for views or subscribers, even though we have like 1 million. We're doing this to educate people, and I don't need people coming into my living room and shitting on my floor. So if you want to have an adult conversation, hey, I'm your man.
He shits on his own floor, people. Leave
Exactly.
him
I
alone.
don't need your help. That was awesome, actually.
Yeah, on the shag rug.
Well, it's on. It is
From
shag.
the 70s.
That's why I do it on the shag rug. You know. Tickle your fancy. Anyway, that was so wrong.
You're like a Labrador Retriever.
Yeah. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I just scoot along on the shag. Actually.
Every morning I show up and he's doing that.
Just scoot along. I'll be with you in a minute. I'll be with you in a minute.
Yeah. Good.
Do you want to
That's good.
explain again why we needed the door closed? Because now people are confused why it's open.
Yeah. Well, because there comes a point. You notice how these guys are not focused on us anymore. They are a bit, and I would not take my net off. When we first cut it up, they were on us like a sweat. They were all over the cameras like a sweat. There comes a point in any war where one side is defeated or there's a truce. Well, there's no truce with these guys. This is a job that we have to win every single battle. We're not going to win the war. There's too many of them. But we have to win every single battle or we're dead. All right? So these bees are going into defeated mode. Any bees that are flying out now are going right around to their front door. They're not going over.
Yeah,
the
they're not
neighbors.
escaping.
They're not going.
If
No,
you
they're
think
not
they're
escaping.
not escaping.
No, they don't escape. This is their home. They are part of a body. A hive is an organism, just like our bodies. You can think of the honeycomb as the skeletal structure, and each bee is a cell, and the queen is the heart and the brain. And that's literally how it is. These bees, all those bees that are on the outside there, those remnant bees, they can't go to another hive. Remember earlier when I said that every hive is an enemy of every other hive? They can't go. They would either get kicked out or killed going into another hive. They simply can't. They even smell different, just like humans do. So the remnant bees that are outside will die off over the coming days. Now, of course, we're going to assist that a little bit. And assisted pesticide, kind of like suicide, only, assisted beecide.
Yeah, we're gonna go do it on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, we're gonna be helping them on
You're
the other
gonna
side of the
bear
wall.
witness.
All those bees, that's why they're going back there. Now, when they're at the defeated mode, they're not flying over to the neighbors, not flying out in a 100-yard radius trying to kill some. They're just going back to the front door and all commiserating. You saw the ball of them out there, right? So, also, there's gonna be a shitload of them left over. Are they gonna start a new hive? They can't. If your arm is chopped off, can it go start a new human? Nope. You'll live, but your arm will die. Same thing, that's the arm out there, or the finger. I like to use the finger. So you got the finger out there. And they will die off over the coming days. Again, we're going to assist a lot of them into the next hive.
Yeah. They go back to hell.
Yeah, they go back to hell. That's where they came from. So this is really something. We're pretty sure it doesn't go any further. You did hit a natural end.
Yeah,
right?
you can feel old skeletons though.
Oh yeah.
How long would you say these may have been down here, Ray?
Oh my God, to build this size of hive, at least 10. I would say 10 years. I mean, although it's getting tricky to guess, and because any behavior by these damn things is getting harder to figure out because they change. Honeybees, now they're building twice or 3 times as fast as they used to. Unbelievable. With European honeybees, especially in Asia, Africa, and Europe, where they belong, people knew what to expect from them, from their specific strain. Next year, they knew what they were going to do. Next 10 years, a century from now, they knew how they're basically going to behave, what they were going to do, how much they're going to produce, etc. Not with these guys. These guys are mutts. These are complete mutts, crossbreds. They're just unpredictable, and they adapt and change. So, I don't know what that was. That was a little bit.
That was my favorite part of the day.
I know. I figured it was.
Yeah.
That
is why I get up in the morning.
Yeah, that's why I scoot on the shag carpet in the morning. So anyway, so these days, and Lois is back. A lot of eye rolling going on behind the camera. I'll tell you that much right now. So they adapt and change. We have no idea what the hell they're going to do next. If you would have told me 5 years ago that we would be removing swarms, balls of bees in trees in the snow in February in Cochise County, I would have scooted along the shag carpet. I wouldn't have believed you. And I know, I'm going to leave that one alone. That's just way too much fun.
Don't leave that one alone.
I can't. It's just too much fun.
Yeah.
Or building honeycomb on a tree limb in front of God and everybody. No, that would never happen in the past. Well, in the last 5 years, now it's up to 60 or 70% of the swarms we're removing. They're building honeycomb right in front of God and everybody. And a really cool thing is people ask, well, don't they get rained on? These guys are so damn smart. I call them a worthy opponent. Let me get comfortable, everyone. So, when they're in a ball of bees in a tree, and they have comb in there, they're an actual hive, when it rains, the outside bees will all face up. So it's like a shell, all facing up, and the rain runs down their wings. Unbelievable. Cool as hell. It's just amazing how intelligent they are. They're man-made. These were created, right? They're not natural anywhere on this planet. European honeybees are natural in Europe, right? They're European honeybees. Never heard of an Alabama honeybee or a southwestern honeybee. I always go back to that. I don't know what the fuck it is with Alabama. I got in my brain. Anyway.
Them Bama bees.
Bama
bees. No such thing.
Nope. And so Africanized honeybees are a deadly invasive species and gotta go. Way too many of them. If you keep bees, you're not helping your environment. So this is amazing. This is a lot of monkey business.
Yeah. Are you going to cut it farther back?
I don't think I need to. Did you?
You know what? Here, let me.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna feel bees.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
I sure do feel bees.
So, do you feel any comb though?
I think the queen's under there.
Oh yeah, where's the queen? You better get that queen.
We got to take her back to Bisbee. We're missing one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I did hear sirens once this weekend. The one time we hear them weekly, maybe once every 2
So there's no comb. There's just bees.
You don't hear sirens in
Yep.
Bisbee,
Yep.
people.
Okay.
We live in
No,
Canada.
that's it. We reached the end. We reached the limit.
These bees have been where have these bees been recruited in the U.S.?
Oh, actually, in all the lower 48 states, they've been recorded. It's a problem. There are no governmental or higher education like universities, extension offices, Department of Agriculture, etc. that are keeping track of it anymore. More spread and everything because they're there. They're in all the lower 48. And so we rely on news from beekeepers and people that we stay in touch with in every state regarding the spread of these things. And some of those people haven't tested. Now, of course, the big boys, the big guys that take bees for pollination, they hate these guys. And they breed their own queens. They're like a dog breeder. People ask us, well, why wouldn't you take these bees to the beekeeper? Well, fuck. It'd be like if you have someone that breeds a Malinois, those super duper dogs, and they breed purebreds, and they have classic lines, and they're bloodlines, and you take them a mutt from the pound, they're gonna say, get the fuck off my property. Same thing with these guys. Also, why don't we release them into the wild where they can help everything? We have been told under no uncertain terms by all the ranchers, state parks, federal parks, etc., mainly state, because now we're still going around with the feds on this one, that you do not dump these guys on anybody's property, especially private. The ranchers, they've all lost cows and horses to these things, and pigs. I watched one hive kill a 1,000-pound hog. One damn hive. So, no, I don't know why anybody, we go on and on about it. The killer bees are deadly invasive species. European honeybees are destructive invasive species. European bees are fine back in Europe, Asia, and Africa, whatever type of bees they have. They're fine in Europe. European bees, awesome. Not in the Western Hemisphere. Just like those Asian carp. You know, the ones that in Mississippi that jump in your damn boat. If you say, save the fish, I'm going to raise carp. No, you're not. Don't do it. They're wiping out the native fishes. Same thing with honeybees, with all honeybees. Take off the Winnie the Pooh glasses and put on just the regular glasses, okay? Well, I guess we're doing pretty good, aren't we?
Yeah, I got something to say.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Because,
Here, hand me one.
we had a dog die here, and
Yes.
people are still wondering why we just want to kill the bees and not do something else with them. Clay on YouTube, you were right. We care more about humans and pets than we do about saving killer bees. But it honestly does blow my mind that anybody, if they were paying attention to anything on this video today, could still sit here and ask why we're killing these bees.
Right.
It's actually mind-blowing. And for you people who ask the same questions over and over, you've clearly been watching this for however many minutes we've been on here. Would you just listen and pay attention? Because if you listen and pay attention, you're going to have a whole better world out there than living in your basement and thinking things up and telling us we're a joke, we know nothing, why don't you relocate the bees, why don't you tear out the whole floor? Like, it just becomes too much sometimes. Just be aware and pay attention, and your life is going to go a lot better. And get away from the keyboard and try to have that and practice that exercise in real life with a person.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. That's really good
That,
idea.
and seriously, my heart is fucking breaking, and I rarely say anything or swear on here, but after what happened here for you idiots, and I'm saying that because I don't know what else to call you right now, I'm so actually angry, to sit here and still make these comments. It breaks my heart.
Yep. Yeah, they just killed the dog. Just killed Momo. Yep. There's not enough chlorine in the gene pool. Period. All right, Killer Bee Nation. I think we pretty much got a wrap.
Yeah,
We're gonna knock those bees down out there.
Of course,
And honestly, my cooling vest melted.
Yeah, mine too. Let's let's definitely come on, everybody, and watch us not relocate. Come on.
Okay. Oh, goodness me. So what Hope is going to do now is...
I guess I could just use the glue.
no, let's get the Pendona. Okay. Yeah, we want to kill these little bastards. We do use the spray adhesive, as you know, the spray adhesive to knock them down, but we're going to kill them with pesticide because these little fuckers have proven evil already. What the hell else was I going to say? Oh, then Hosh has got to go inside with the automotive undercoating and coat wherever they were wherever the comb was, and that masks the pheromones enough. So we always recommend a couple things with people in their construction in their homes. This is just a pyrethrin, so it's just going to knock them down. We recommend no plants or bushes or trees or anything within 5 feet of your house. That's good, Hosh. I think I got them down.
And then
Within 5 feet of your house, because it's just a harborage for black widows, scorpions, snakes, and these little bastards. And then there was another really important point. Oh yeah, sheds. So if you have a shed like this or a connex, they love to live under connexes also. Concrete lip, which was actually one of my porn star names. Concrete lip.
Oh God, that was my favorite.
Yeah, I know. It was quite. Those were the years.
You have no idea
Those
how
were the
many
years.
got rubbed out to that.
That was a long time ago. Trust me. Anyway, so put a concrete lip around and caulk your your house. It doesn't mean they're not going to move into your barbecue grill. What we're trying to do is get them to go to the neighbors so they can call us. So Hosh. Oh, I know what Hosh is doing. Are you undercoating?
Yep.
All right, let's see what Hosh is doing. So he is spraying the automotive undercoating. Now I want to remind everyone, this is not a DIY channel. Damn it! All right, put down the expanding foam and step away from the beehive. This is not a DIY channel. Don't anyone try this shit at home. And of course, if you're in Cochise County or southern Arizona, give us a call. And yeah, so there. Anyway, Horse, do you have anything to say about killer bees under floors?
Well, I sure do, Reed. Killer bees love to. Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, 100% of the feral unmanaged honeybee hives in the state of Arizona are Africanized, and it's been that way here since 1998. We don't question it. We don't need to test them. That testing was done during a 5-year period between 1993 and 1998. For 5 years, day and night, no sleep. They just tested people. And they tested for the bees. And they found them, they're all Africanized. They said in 1998, stop sending us samples, it's over. These bees won. Now, these bees, you gotta pay attention because they're coming your way. They've taken over the desert Southwest. They're pretty much at 100% everywhere south of the Mason-Dixon line. They will move north. Nothing can stop these bees. You're delusional if you think otherwise. This invasion is on. The question is, how long is it going to take for them to go north and to saturate at 100%? But there will come a day when 100% of the feral unmanaged honeybee hives in the Americas are these bees. That said, if you're in Arizona, where we know 100% are Africanized, if you're in Cochise County, give us a call. We'll exterminate them. Anywhere else in the U.S., you got to know it's going this way. Now, feral European honeybee hives, bad for ecosystems. Inbreed native plants, compete with the native bees for resources, compete with the native pollinators for resources, spread disease. Those are the Europeans. These Africanized, just as bad on all counts, except they'll kill you. They'll kill your dog, unfortunately. We're avenging Momo on this job. These bees are nothing to mess around with. If you see honeybees coming and going out of any hollow on your property, a soffit, under a shed, in an old tire, in a hollow tree, if you're in Cochise County, give us a call. We'll get rid of them. Anywhere else, call a licensed exterminator. Don't call a beekeeper. They don't know shit about this. They know about keeping European bees in a box in the backyard or whatever they're doing, okay? They don't know what this is. And don't let them tell you that this isn't a problem. It's a problem. We're living proof. Poor Momo is living proof, okay? So you can't mess around with these things. Anyway, let's save America's native bees. We've got 4,000 species of native bees in North America. Let's save America's native bees, and we'll see you guys on the next job later on. Nasty.
Yeah, these motherfuckers. I couldn't take it anymore.
Oh, it's bad. I know.
I'm fucking mad about this.
I know. I know. I've been there. I've been there. I get it. I know what you're feeling.
Like, you know they're watching, but then they keep asking the same questions. And then
Yeah.
they like go on YouTube. They're like, well, on TikTok, they're asking about like